The Mystery of Sesko deMaria. The Discovery at Alward's House. The story opens at a large dining table in the U.S. A grandfather is having dinner with Alward, his granddaughter's boyfriend. The grandfather asks Alward if he is getting a promotion, but Alward explains that he is actually looking for a new job as an engineer. Later, the grandfather visits Alward's house. While walking around the spacious property, the grandfather offers Alward a job at his own company, but Alward politely declines, saying he has other plans. After Alward leaves for a friends meeting, the grandfather sits down to read a newspaper and play a number pattern game. When he drops his pen and leans down to pick it up, he notices something strange about the floor tiles. They look loose and scratched, as if something heavy had been moved. Curious, he moves the tiles and discovers a hidden trapdoor leading to a secret underground room. Inside, he finds a high-end gaming PC and various hidden items. He then finds a secret door that opens without a key. Inside that room, he finds a photograph of a man named Sesko deMaria. Flashback. The power of Sesko. The story shifts to the past. Sesko deMaria is introduced as a powerful, billionaire-like figure. In one scene, he enters a building to negotiate a deal. He shows his dominance by refusing to remove his shoes in a special hall where it is customary, claiming he owns a percentage of the building and can do as he pleases. When another businessman challenges him, Sesko orders his manager, Sabi Alves, to handle the gentleman. It is revealed that Sesko owns 99% of the shares, making the other man's 1% ownership irrelevant. The attack and the wooden dummy. We see Sesko at his home, which surprisingly has no guards. He is practicing martial arts on a special wooden dummy, similar to a Kung Fu Panda training dummy. During practice, the dummy hits back with force, a feature that becomes important later. Suddenly, a massive explosion rocks the building. Masked gunmen storm in and open fire. Sesko hides behind the wooden dummy. Miraculously, the bullets deflect off the dummy and hit the attackers instead. Sesko then reaches for his unique, licensed pistols, guns that use specialized rounds covered in gold caps, and manages to fight his way out. The investigation and the lawyer. The next day, Sesko meets his lawyer, Mascara Hernandez, at a football turf. Sesko explains the attack. The lawyer warns him to be careful, especially during an upcoming company event. He introduces Sesko to John Heaven, a top-tier detective and leader of a specialized security group, to act as his bodyguard. In the present, the grandfather finds gold-plated pistol parts and bracelets in the hidden room. He realizes that Sesko was a billionaire who gave away 95% of his fortune and went into hiding, and these items are part of the remaining 5%. The kidnapping and rescue. Flashback again. Sesko meets Steve mentions as a mysterious man who appeared during the riots, a man who uses cover to escape from his debts collectors. Later, during a company inauguration, a sudden sandstorm blows through. When the dust settles, Sesko has vanished. He has been kidnapped by a gang. While held underground, Sesko remains calm. Suddenly, John Heaven and his team blast through the ceiling and rescue him. Sesko discovers the kidnapping was orchestrated by a man who worked for him 10 years ago. This man was a great worker but missed a promotion due to a technical error. Though he later started his own successful company, he held a long-term grudge. However, after talking to Sesko in a cafe, the man admits that the competition with Sesko actually made his own company more famous. He denies sending the gunman, blaming someone named Asensio.
They went to Sesko's house. Suddenly, an explosion. Some group came and almost killed Heaven and kidnapped Sesko.
The Blue Devil map and the legend. Sesko meets Luca Hermanson, a young boxing talent. Luca reveals a shocking secret. Sesko's family possesses a portion of the Blue Devil map. According to legend, this map leads to a treasure left by an ancient god, or figure known as the Blue Devil. Luca's research suggests this Blue Devil was actually Sesko's ancestor from over 500 years ago. The treasure, once worth $2 million, would now be worth over $200 million. The Secret Island and the Dead Manager.
Muscava Hernandez came to the hospital where John Heaven was admitted and said to Heaven, "First time you meet me, did you remember that moment?" And motivated John Heaven. He got up from his bed and trained and came to rescue Sesko. But Sesko was released.
John Heaven and Sesko travel to a deserted island to find a former manager who was rumored to have died of cancer years ago. They fight through guards and final reveal. Sesko learns from Luca that the person truly behind the recent attacks is Mark Jr. A massive gunfight ensues at a hideout. Sesko and John Heaven narrowly escape. During the chaos, Sesko realizes he needs to upgrade his wooden dummy technology so he can access it anywhere. Eventually, Mark Jr. is captured and brought to court.
And Heaven leaves Sesko also.
Years pass, and Sesko tries to relax at an amusement park with a new manager, since Sabi Alves is gone. However, more assassins appear. Sesko uses a new version of his wooden dummy to fight them off. Ending and post-credits. Back in the present, the grandfather finds a book titled 25 Main Troubles That Faced Me. He sees that only 2 events have been marked as completed, meaning there are 23 more major troubles coming for Sesko. The grandfather looks up and sees Sesko standing there. He asks, "Are you Sesko deMaria?" Sesko turns and claims he is just a friend who was looking after the hideout, but the mystery remains. Mid-credit. Sesko and Luca Hermansen are seen looking at the Blue Devil map. Post-credit. Alward, from the beginning, is seen in a blue suit, heading into an interview at a company called MCT by A. Would you like me to clarify any specific character's motivation or expand on the Blue Devil legend further?